Welcome, this is Stanley Earl Conrad with a short video tutorial on photo file backup methods. The reason for backing up is twofold. First, the photographs are preserved when the hard drive fails. It will fail, it's just a matter of when. And the second is that backup forces you to organize your photos. There are several methods for backing up your photos. There's external hard drives, there are DVDs which contain about 4.7 gigs, and Blu-ray discs which contain about 25 gigs. The first thing I do is to create a folder called something like Digital Photos, and then under that folder I have the subdirectories that contain all the various photo shoots I have. My file naming convention, which works quite well, is something like this. I use the current year, like 2012 space February 21 space and then the name of wherever you were, like in my case it was Myakka State Park. This filing system answers the day, the year, and the where or what, and the folders end up in somewhat chronological order, at least by year. I generally don't rename individual files. What I do is each time I make some edits, I do a save as with a modification of the original file name. If you'll notice up here, 6878 PSD becomes the same thing, but I just add a little bit here, in work 1. And each time I do a different set of edits, I change it to something like in work 2, in work 3. That way I have a collection of edits and I can return to an earlier version anytime I need to. When you're renaming files for whatever method you choose to do, be sure to never put a period in the file name anywhere. Photoshop automatically puts a period in to separate the file extension. If you put a period anywhere else, it will make the file unreadable. Sometimes you can rename the file without the period, but it still may not work, so just avoid putting a period anywhere in the file name. What you are looking at here is the default view of the program Free File Sync. I will show you how to make a few changes to the appearance here and show you how it works. It is quite simple and very fast and very convenient. The first thing I like to do to set up the program is to get rid of this box over here, which I don't have any use for. It's called the compressed view. So if you just click on the X right here, it goes away and leaves your screen much cleaner. Should you ever want to return to that, you just go down here and right click in this area here and click on default view, and there it is again. So we'll just get rid of it here and we'll proceed on from there. First, we'll take a look at the help file. It's located right up here in the upper left hand corner. Just click on that and then click on content, and here it is. You have all these categories you can look at, and here's a visual picture of the thing. It shows how it works. It works pretty well. First thing we want to do now is configure the compare size. So click on this little blue gear right here and you'll see two choices, file time and size and file content. You want to make sure the radio button for file time and size is selected. This allows the program to operate very, very fast. If you do file content, it takes forever. File time and size works just fine, so click OK. Now we'll configure the synchronize size. Click on the green gear right here and you're faced with a lot of choices. Well, I've whittled it down to choosing custom, put the radio button there. Make sure that this top one here says copy new file and folder to the right. These other ones are toggles. You click through them and they do stuff. Well, make sure that all of them are set to do nothing. So what you've got set up here is anytime you make any change in the source directory, it will transfer that change to the destination directory and will not delete any files in the destination directory. Before using this program, make sure that your external hard drive over here has an exact copy of your digital file folders from your working drive in your computer. The next thing to do is click on the Browse button here and open up your computer and select the photo file there. Then click on the Browse button on your external hard drive and select the same digital photo file there. Now let's look at the compare function and see how it works. Click on Compare, and then you'll notice down here there's an equal sign, but there's something next to it. This says Show Files That Won't Be Copied. So this shows you all the files on both drives. And it also shows the equal sign telling you that there's nothing that needs to be copied. These two folders are identical. What I'm going to do now is pause the video and I'm going to add a folder to the source side, and then we'll come back and we'll run it and show you what happens when it goes to the destination side. Okay, I've added a folder called Test Images to the source side. We'll now hit Compare and see what happens. Okay, this shows us that we have an inequality between the two of these two folders. So what we'll now do is we'll go over to Synchronize, and it shows us we have two items. That's a folder and a file. So we'll just go to Start, and we'll watch it here. It shouldn't take very long at all, and we'll see how it goes. And that's it. So your folders are now totally matched. Each drive is the same. A couple of final comments. I use 2 external hard drives for my backups for double redundancy. That way, if one of them fails, I always have the other one. And also, I never leave them plugged in. They're only plugged in and turned on when I'm doing the backup. The free file sync program is an amazing little program, and it's free. You might want to Google them, free file sync, and take a look at their website. They have a place for donations if you feel led to do that, but it is a wonderful free program.